How do you assure them that, no, I'm doing this for you and I'm not doing this for my own profit motive?
So having this experience with this client, I could really relate to, what are some of the expenses that you need in the event of such an illness. Words that my client shared with me about how she needed to provide for her 2 children, what she's worried about. So having all these experiences, I was able to better relate to my clients moving forward. To tell them that, should something bad really happen, what they really need.
Kelvin, you played sports your entire school life. How has being a sportsman helped you in your career as a financial consultant?
Okay, thank you, Diana. I was a basketballer and I was also a bowler in JC and in university. I also had the privilege of being the bowling captain when I was in NUS. Playing sports have taught me a lot in life. It has taught me to always strive to be a better person, strive to do better in sports. Being in these two sports, they are slightly different. Basketball is very much a team sport, whereas bowling is more individualistic. So this has also taught me different values in terms of how I contribute myself in a team sport and how I try to do better in an individual sport, where it's all about trying to be better than what I can be.
How do those qualities translate into the work that you do now?
Being a team player, I know the importance of working with my clients, and on top of that, it's important to work together with my colleagues as well. Because if there are areas that I am, not so good in, sometimes I seek advice from my colleagues, my superiors. And working with my clients, I know the importance of, relating to them, understanding what they really feel. And this is all very important in planning. But then, if I relate to my experiences as a bowler, it's about, training yourself, in an environment where nobody is looking. But you still have to put in the hours to understand your products better, do better comparisons for your clients. So it's like, challenging yourself in an individual sport.
I totally identify with what you say, because as a performer, 80% of the work that I do is when nobody's looking.
Oh yes.
My rehearsals, my mistakes, and then that 20% or 10% is what other people see. So I totally identify with that. You turned to financial consulting right after university, and it's been 16 years. Why did you do that?
So when I left school, I didn't have much options for myself, and that is because of what I believed in and I was looking for in a career. So for me, I studied in NUS in electrical engineering, and I graduated with a second lower honours degree. So in addition to that, I was also looking for a career that could give me more ownership of my time. But in the initial years, it was difficult. Because I was trained as an engineer. So in doing financial advisory is a whole new different ball game. So I had to speak to people, which I didn't have to do a lot back in
as
engineering.
An engineer. What is your strength as a financial consultant?
I did ask my clients why did they choose to work with me, and their reply was something that shocked me because I wasn't expecting that. So they explained to me that, they shared with me that I was able to present to them financial solutions and products in a very simple to understand manner. I look back and I realized that it's probably because of my engineering training. So I was very systematic when presenting my proposals to them. I was able to simplify things for them. So I will attribute that to my engineering background.
I know that you have a wonderful client story. Tell me about that.
The most impactful client story that I have was the very first claim that I processed for my client. She suffered from acute leukemia. She was doing very well in a sales career. She had a family of 2 children, and she was the main breadwinner in the family. So this illness really struck out of the blue. It affected the family emotionally and financially. So when she broke the news to me, I was quite taken aback.
What specifically about that incident that is so memorable to you?
Eventually, when the claim was paid out, I was very happy that most of her treatment costs were taken care of by her health insurance. And at the same time, she was able to claim a 6-figure sum from her life insurance plan. So giving her the check, it felt good that I managed to contribute positively to her situation, her unfortunate situation. She felt it herself. She said, "Thank you. It's good to have this check, but it could have been more." So that struck me. And then moving on, I was very determined to speak to my clients based on what they really need should something bad happen.
Sportsmen look forward to competitions because that's where you shine. So what is the next challenge that you are looking forward to?
I think that the biggest challenge that I am facing now in my career will be balancing between work and family. So when I started, I was a young man, I was not married. I could really devote a lot of time. But now I've got 2 sons, Yeah, they are 6 and 4, so I really have to balance spending time with my family, with my work. So I have to work more productively. I have to work smarter. Yeah, and I've got to sacrifice some other areas in terms of my own personal hobbies, my own sports. So I play a lot less sports now. Yeah, and this is a trade-off.
Can you speak to my husband?
He still does.
Thank you very much. It was a pleasure
you.
talking to you.
Thank you.